Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rocha Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Aharawan Ban Yasharallah of the Lions Den Camp, here in Jacksonville, Florida. Shalom to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Harab Ban Yasharallah, coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharallah, here in Jacksonville, Florida. And today I'll be coming out with a lesson. This is an impromptu, nothing really planned. I had a lesson that written already, but this is obviously what the Lord wants me to do. So without further ado, we're going to start out in 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 16. It says, For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So we're headed into a time of great sedition, and it's going to be sedition among men. And we've seen pockets of sedition here and there and everywhere. The Lord says it's going to be sedition among men. It's going to be chaos, utter chaos going on. Men are going to be fighting each other. And it says, and they shall not regard their kings nor their princes. So it's going to get to the point to where it's going to get so bad here in Babylon, America, that people are going to start taking matters into their own hand, because the powers that be that rule this place have become so oppressive and so destructive and so grievous that people are not going to even obey them anymore. We see it already happening now with President Babylon, that called themselves the king of the world. He is now using the National Guard, swearing them in as U.S. Marshals, which has never ever been heard of before by anybody that has served at least 18 plus years in whatever military branch, especially the Army. This has never ever happened before. And what is this devil doing? He's deploying the nation's troops against the people of the nation of this place, Babylon, America, in under the guise of protection, under the guise of defending against terrorism or domestic terrorism. These devils, he uses all kind of terminologies and words to push forth his agenda. So it's going to get to a point to where we're going to start to see sedition. We're living in those times for it to come here to Babylon, America. We've seen glimpses, with ICE, and other happenings, but now it's going to get worse. So much so that people are going to start not taking orders from the government, which is going to lead to civil unrest. And people are going to start to take actions into their own hands, because they're going to feel betrayed and let down by the government, by the authoritative power that is running this place. Let's continue. It says, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. It's going to get that bad. A man's going to desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because of blockades, checkpoints. It's another word that I'm thinking of that's not coming to my lab right now, but I'll just go with blockades and checkpoints. Stopping traffic going out and coming in. It's going to get that bad that people are going to want to flee and run away from the dangers that they see and are in, and they're not going to be able to leave. People are going to want to leave and go to other places, find where it's safe at, and they're not going to be able to go. They're not going to be able to leave. And a vast majority of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans will be caught up in this because this is part of their judgment. Verse 18, it says, "For because of their pride the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid." So because of the pride of this place and the pride of the people that is here that assume that nothing can happen to Babylon, America. No invasion or no whatever can come here. You know, you got people walking around, especially a lot of people walking around still foolishly thinking that America can't be touched. We are looking at the downfall of this sinful kingdom, which the Lord said he would bring down. But because of the pride of this place and the people, what cities are going to be troubled. Multiple places here in Babylon, America are going to be troubled. They're going to be in peril. They're going to be happenings all over the place here in America. It says houses shall be destroyed. And we already know what's going to cause those. Fighting, plundering, pillaging. For those who don't, as a matter of fact, I'm going to just go ahead and read verse 19 and I'm going to end it. It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." So people's houses are going to be getting destroyed. There are going to be fires, people's houses getting burned down, people's houses getting pillaged, ransacked, or spoiled, meaning broken into. And it's going to be people that is going to be doing it for gain. Other people are going to be doing it because of a lack of bread and a lack of food. Other people are going to be doing it for survival. It's going to be utter chaos here in Babylon, America. And it is what it is. And again, it says, going back to the first part of the verse, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor." That one neighbor, those couple of neighbors in the neighborhood that were once getting along, once cool with each other, they're going to be completely at odds in that day. And it says they're going to be spoiling people's houses with the sword. That is talking about weaponry via it. Single shot, burst fire, semi-automatic to fully automatic. All hell from the break loose in Babylon, America. And those who are outside of the know, those who have not turned to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, 2/3 of our people, and these other heathen nations that have sought comfort here and built up, we'll say amenities and comfort here that didn't leave when they had their chance. They're going to be caught up in it. And it's going to be all kind of turmoil and tribulation happening in this place. Thus saith Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. People are going to be fighting one another. They're going to be helping each other finish what all they live in. They're going to be helping other people finish what all they live in. Taking everything and anything that they can get their hands on. It's going to be total and complete utter chaos here in Babylon soon. We already see it. President Babylon is trying to prepare already to mitigate, but it's going to be overwhelming for these forces that are being sworn in. Those who stand for the Constitution, want to hold up the Constitution, and those who would step on it. This place is divided. We are seeing the downfall of a sinful kingdom. But these are just the beginning of troubles. But the end is not yet. There is still much more, or should I say, there is still more that's going to come to pass. And with that, Shalom.